Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm actually going to be reacting to a video that I found just scrolling through YouTube. And I think I might have found the dumbest wrestling fan in the world. I don't even know if you can even call her a real fan. I actually might think that she is a troll that is just doing this, just like, that she doesn't actually mean it. But tell me in the comments if you think she's a troll or not. Her channel name is Girl on Cinema, so if you want to check her out, I mean, I guess if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm just going to play a little bit of her review from the latest AEW, so here we go, and I'm reacting to it. Okay, so here it is.
Welcome back again, Trim Takes. It's your girl on Cinema and wrestling. After watching NXT, I actually decided, I can't believe you guys keep making me do this shit. I watched AEW again. And you know, I really watched because of Reveiw. I heard there was a lot of chatter amongst the Twitter world.
Okay, so she only watches for Reveiw, but you know that's okay. That's understandable. You know, she's a good wrestler. Let's keep watching to see more info about her.
There was a lot of chatter amongst the Twitter world, and people were like, "Oh, Reveiw coming back, Reveiw coming back." So I was like, "Okay, I'll watch just to see what it's all about." And boy, do I have some shit to say. Let's get to it.
Well, then let's see what you have to say about it. Come on, lady, hurry up.
So, first of all, we start with Matt Hardy, aka Matt Shardy, because he hit him head so many times, he don't know if it a farty or a shardy. I just made that up while I was watching it. I was pretty impressed. But seriously, this poor guy. How old is he? I mean, mentally he's got to be like 95. They have just abused him. Matt Hardy and Hangman versus TH2. TH2! Great name. And we just have so many f***ing white dudes. Like, AEW, you are stacked on white dudes. You do not need any more white dude talent.
Wait a minute. What do you mean by white dude talent? I mean, yes, there's a lot of white males on the AEW roster, but it's definitely not all consisted of them, so I don't understand that claim that much. Anyway.
It is unnatural, the amount of white dudes you have in your promotion. Like, completely unnatural. If you were to randomly go out in Missouri, you would not get that many white dudes. If I had to pick a flavor to describe your talent, I would say it's plain 2% fat yogurt.
Okay, so I'm just gonna skip a lot of this video. She just basically keeps talking about the white dude talent, so I'm gonna get to y'all whenever she actually stops talking about it, for God's sake. Because there's a lot of it in this video. Okay, so basically she just laughed at herself for making a dumb title for it. So let's see what else she has to say.
So, why do they keep like throwing it in our faces that Tony Khan's daddy make a lot of money? We get it, Tony. Stop pretending like that is your money. I mean, maybe your dad is just gonna hand you over all of that money. I mean, he obviously does. But it's like he thinks that it's cool that he has it, but it's like, dude, you didn't do anything to get that money. It's just your daddy's. And guys, don't make Hardy Reid. Stop making Matt Hardy Reid.
Wait. For God's sake. Tony Khan is the owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's his money. God. Ah! She makes me so angry. I don't know why. And then she's talking about why they keep making Matt Hardy Reid. And here's a clip of that.
I'm telling you, this guy mentally is not there. He can't be. It's physically impossible. And you're making him read scripts on TV. He can barely get through it.
And the match has been sanctioned. So if I lose,
it's just cruel.
That was part of the storyline. He was reacting because it was a odd, like, match type in the stipulation. He was being dramatic. He's an actor. He knew what he was doing. Unlike what you know what you're doing when you're writing all this. God, what else?
You know, so then they pull the head off the mascot and it's one black guy. But don't worry, guys. They had 20 other white guys storm the arena so that the one black guy would just disappear, basically. I'm sorry, 20 white guys and one white child. Why the do we keep seeing -1? I don't care if you guys have a contract for him. You don't have to actually use him.
Okay, first of all, that was Isaiah Cassidy because he's involved in the storyline. And then all the 21 white dudes that you were talking about are also part of the storyline, and they're helping Hangman Adam Page because those are the Dark Order. Oh, and little white kid, that's Brody Lee Jr. That's Brody Lee's son. He passed away, for God's sake. He should be on TV. Even if he is for comedy, just leave him on TV. That's why he's there, mostly for comedy and just to, because his father passed away. That's why he's on TV.
It is clearly just, you're using him. That is what you're doing. You're exploiting him. He's a child. He doesn't need to be on TV every week. Okay, and then we had our first, I guess this is our second match. Serena Deeb versus Reveiw. I have to burp.
Then she goes on to talk about the IQ level of Tony Khan and AEW, and she's saying she actually liked the Reveiw and Serena Deeb match, and then she's talking about something else.
Just distracted, because AEW has decided now to put a logo at the bottom of the screen, a pretty nice size logo that says Serena Deeb versus Reveiw right now. You think I can't, if Matt Hardy were watching, he wouldn't even be able to read that.
Have you ever turned on a TV before? Because if you're like a human, you would flip through channels, and whenever you're landing on AEW, possibly, on TNT, like, oh, who's wrestling? I'd like to know. In case you're like you, and you like the match, they're going to put who's wrestling right now. Yes, I understand it's kind of odd, and I didn't really agree with it, but come on, man! It's because they're trying to draw in new viewers. That's why they did that. And if you should have known that, God.
If you wanted to, you could just put the names, but don't put right now. Thank you. I get it. Reveiw is the 98-pounder. Make her sound like a cheeseburger.
I don't question the resilience of the 98-pounder.
They're trying to book her in the storyline as the underdog of every single situation. That would be why they keep telling you that she's 98 pounds. Yes, it's very repetitive, and I don't agree with it all the time, but that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to book her as the underdog of the storyline.
Now, I'm just envisioning this because I can already see the gears turning in the mind of Tony Khan. Tell me this wouldn't be a match, or this won't be a match in the future. Reveiw versus -1.
You just complained about how they were telling Reveiw that she was 98 pounds, and now you're saying that her and -1 should face because they're about the same size? Okay, buddy. She then goes on to say how she thinks that AEW fans are paid. Anyway.
The 98-pounder.
Then we had Orange Cassidy versus Luther. I don't think I had anything. Yeah, I didn't have anything to say about it.
She just goes on to completely crap on the Orange Cassidy and Luther match, just saying.
Situation. I don't really care that much. But, Jesus, are we trying to murder people on TV? It's like a Matt Hardy situation. They literally dropped Sting on his back. He is way too old. You have to be delicate with him. Keep him the human cuckoo clock, for Christ's sake. And also, is this a joke? Is this seriously, am I watching, tell me guys, be honest in the comments. Am I personally watching AEW through the wrong light? Am I supposed to be watching it more ironically than, like, literally? Because if I were watching it ironically, I might be able to, like, get the gist of it. But I can't understand some of the things that they do and want me to, like, take it seriously.
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
He's powerbombing Sting, that's why he landed on his back, and they're trying to build up for the match at Revolution by showing that they don't care that Sting is old and they're willing to powerbomb Sting. That was the purpose of that part. She then goes on to crap on AEW's old people and how they're being booked.
AEW, WWE is known for, like, adhering to the audience of children, but you guys are taking this to a weird level of actually incorporating children on your show way too much. I get the whole -1 thing. That should have been one episode. One episode. And now you've used him over and over again. And now you're going to have Kenny Omega in a classroom of children. And it seems really creepy and inappropriate.
Don't play with the kids, Dr. Bell.
This was to get Kenny Omega over as a true heel, as he was reading a book about the Young Bucks to the children. That is why that whole segment was made to be, so he could be put over more as a heel.
Grandma this week. His hair is nice and long. He needs to get it cut or something, or permed, whatever he does to his old man hair. We had the Young Bucks, and their daddy and mama was in the crowd. What is their dad? What was he wearing? Is that like, does it just run in the family to be obnoxious like that? If you guys didn't notice, the Young Bucks were chomping on some bubble gum, so they are absolutely certified heels. It's certified.
Having the Young Bucks at ringside was supposed to build up to the Revolution match between MJF and Chris Jericho and the Young Bucks. That was the whole reason by having his parents at ringside. Or their parents at ringside.
And then we had the gender reveal.
I'm actually the only person who knows if this baby is a boy or a girl. Cody doesn't even know.
You know, I have a lot to say about this gender reveal. First of all, how dare you? You want to call yourself progressive and then you're going to have a gender reveal? Gender? You guys see gender? You know what? I don't even see gender. I don't even comprehend what gender is. Isn't that right, Cody and Brandy? You're going to have a gender reveal and claim to be progressive and claim to be all high and mighty above everybody who sees things. You.
What do you mean you don't see gender? YouTube, please don't demonetize me, but to tell a gender, there is a penis or a vagina. That's how you know a gender. Yes, I understand 2020 is being weird how you can identify as a toaster, but the whole point was for you to get excited about a baby there. That was the whole point on the gender reveal. I don't understand how you can even crap on a gender reveal unless you're really trying.
Coordinated, the way that they just threw it in there right before a match. You threw it in there right before a match, you barely... Why did you have to have a promo before the gender reveal either?
Let's all find out live right now.
A promo is to get the gender reveal, everyone hyped up before the actual gender reveal.
You guys literally get off to your own assholes. It's f***ing gross.
She goes on for like a whole nother minute to crap on the gender reveal. She then goes on to snore over a fake picture-in-picture. The picture-in-picture is so that you can still see the action while you're still seeing advertisement. That's the whole point of the picture-in-picture. Which WWE has done, so why weren't you criticizing them whenever they did that? So